Kayla, it's time for the school tour.
We are at the school tour. Come with me, let's go check it out. Hey guys, it's Kayla from Scola. We're here today in San Francisco at Design Tech Oracle, one of the design tech schools here in California. Are you ready to learn more? Let's go check it out.
No running!
Sorry. So I'm here today with Wendy. She is the school designer for Design Tech Rancho Cordova, one of their brand new campuses that's opening in fall 2023. Thank you so much for having us, Wendy.
Of course.
So to get us started, can you just tell us a little bit about what is Design Tech's mission?
Yes, so at Design Tech we really believe that the world can be a better place and that our students are the ones that can make it happen. And we do that through a variety of ways of really connecting the students with work that's meaningful to them. And when they're solving problems that are meaningful to them, it really gives them a life of purpose.
That's awesome. And I know when we talk to some of the students, it's really clear that the things and the projects that they're working on are things that they're really passionate about. And it's so cool to see that instilled at such a young age.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we really like to do here at DTech is not just leverage the students' interest, but leverage time. So when you walk around our campus, you almost never see students doing the same thing at the same time. You'll often see them either working on a project for a class or for just their own personal interest, or maybe working with a teacher because they need some more time to get something that they need to learn for their class.
So now I'm here with Dr. Ken Montgomery. He's the Executive Director of Design Tech Learning. So can you tell us, I know you've been here since the start, how did this Design Tech Learning idea come about?
Yeah, well, thanks, Kayla. It's kind of a complicated story, but also kind of a simple story. The simple answer is because I saw one of my former students on the cover of Time magazine. So previous to starting Design Tech, I worked at a traditional high school, and we were really focused on getting test scores higher and higher. But prior to that, I worked at another traditional high school as a teacher. And when I was hired at this school, these 15 ninth graders came to me and said, we want to start a speech and debate team. I said, okay, great, let's do it. And we're going to be best in Southern California. And we ended up doing that. By the time they graduated, there were 200 kids on the team. We were #1 in Southern California. So I'm at this school. We're really working hard on our state test scores. And then I'm walking through a bookstore and I saw one of my former students who helped start the speech and debate team on the cover of Time magazine. So he was part of President Obama's Code Red team that helped save healthcare.gov. And he ended up being Deputy Secretary of Technology at the White House. And so I thought, well, like Ryan was a really cool kid, but I mean, I call them kids, but they're all like, well, adults now. But there are a lot of other cool kids on this team. I wonder what they were up to. So I started looking them up, and one of them started his own coding school in Omaha. Another student was a Rhodes Scholar. He ended up getting it was a Harvard PhD in economics, a Yale law degree. Another student became the opening act for Infected Mushroom. So I don't know if you're an Infected Mushroom fan, but if you are, the opening act, and now they're managers, one of my former students. And another student ended up working at the White House as well in the Department of Treasury. And so they tell this story where they were both in the Roosevelt Room at the White House pitching ideas to President Obama's Chief of Staff for an upcoming State of the Union address, and they just looked at each other and they thought, wow, Monty must be so proud. Like that was like their nickname for me in high school, and they were speech and debate partners. And so now here they were, they went from the traditional public high school to advising the President of the United States. And so I started asking, like, well, what is it? Speech and debate is great, but it's not magic. And they all said it was that act of creation. Is the fact that they came in as ninth graders and said, we want to start this speech and debate team and create this mindset. Well, that's how the world works. You don't just passively receive it, you actively design it. And so I thought, well, that's what schools should be focused on. Schools should be focused on connecting kids to opportunities in the world so that they can make a difference and contribute to the common good. That's why our mission is develop people who believe the world can be a better place and they can be the ones that can make it happen. Because it's really about not just preparing kids for these 4 years, but also the next 40 years. So it's that combination that led us building this school is really focused on creative problem solving and kids making a difference in the world right now.
That is an amazing story and so inspiring. And I hear you guys are opening this new campus in Rancho Cordova. Can you tell me about those expansion plans? Because that is so exciting to be able to have another design tech here in California.
Yeah. We obviously we're here right now in Redwood City, and we started in 2014. And we did a lot of innovative things. So we wanted to like try a lot of things out, test different pieces of our model. And then we saw that our kids were graduating from here and were doing really amazing things. Like one of our first college graduates was named to the Forbes 30 Under 30 list.
Oh, wow.
And so they're making this impact out in the world that we want them to make. And so it just worked out that one of our founding team members, Dr. Wendy Little, is in the Rancho Cordova area, and people started talking to her about, wow, that school you worked at sounds kind of great. Like, maybe we should try to get one of those going here. So we just talked to different members of the community and realized, like, wow, this is something that people want here and they're excited about. And so that's what led us to opening our second campus in Rancho Cordova.
That's awesome, and I know we're super excited to see the plans come to fruition there. So can you tell us 3 things that really stand out to you about design tech and make these schools really unique?
Yeah, so I think one of the things that stands out the most is the way that we engage students in the community. And engaging them in the community really leads to 2 other programs that we offer, which is our design thinking course, which is a 4-year course students take learning the skills and mindsets of design thinking.
Can you dive in a little bit more to that design lab that you've been talking about and that we got to see today?
Yeah, and when students aren't in intersession, we call that our academic core, and so students take traditional classes like you would see in English and math and history, but they also take a course that we call Design Lab, and that's that 4-year design thinking elective where they really learn the mindsets, the skills, the self-direction, collaboration, leadership that they need to solve the problems of tomorrow.
That's awesome, and I really feel like that is building these independent learning. That's something that I've seen in a lot of these students, if they have such confidence and such independence, and that's a really unique thing to grasp at the high school age.
Yeah, I mean, they come in as 9th graders, and so much of their education experience has been doing what they've been asked and doing it well. And then they come into DTech and we start asking them, what problems do you want to solve? And how can we help equip you to be able to do that in your community? And then the third thing is our intersession program. And that is where we actually bring outside community partners who are experts in their fields to work directly with students on problems that are relevant to that industry.
That's awesome, and I know you guys are actually in intersession right now, so that was so much fun for us to see. I know we got to talk to a couple of students who are working on some really cool project. I know you guys have that VR that you guys were doing and the geocaching. We found some really cool clues there, but I just love the way that you guys are really engaging your community partners to give these students a unique experience.
Yeah, we are, and it's not just engaging the community partners. The idea for the intersession classes really comes from the students themselves. I mean, students, people will ask me, what do you offer during intersession? And I say, what problems are you interested in solving? What are you interested in learning more about? We can make that into an intersession class.
Right, and that's what design thinking is all about.
Absolutely. It's about identifying what the needs and the interests are of people around you and then building solutions to make it happen.
So I'm here at Design Tech with 2 seniors. We've got Margot and Chloe. So Margot, can you tell me what's your favorite class here?
My favorite class here is English for sure this year, just because it's been really helpful with like college apps and everything. Our English teacher has been helping us with writing our essays and everything. It's just a great resource to have, I think.
That's so awesome. English was my favorite class too, so definitely love that. And then Chloe, what about you? What's your favorite teacher here?
My favorite teacher is Fanny. She's the environmental science teacher here. I've taken her classes since freshman year. And
Okay, awesome. Are you a pretty big fan of science?
yeah.
Okay, awesome. Do you know if you might want to do something with that in the future?
Well, in the future, I'm planning to go into nursing, specifically pediatric nursing.
Okay, super cool. And then I also hear that you guys also have a really cool program called Intersession. Can you maybe tell me a little bit more about that, Margot, and what's your favorite class for Intersession?
So it's a 2-week period. It happens 3 times over the year, and basically you get to choose 2 classes to focus on through the 2 weeks. And the classes are typically like 3 hours long each, which seems long, but actually time goes pretty fast when you're doing it. And it's great. You can do things like internships, or you can take art classes, or like bug science and anything like crazy, whatever you can think of. You can even host your own class. You can teach a class, which is really cool. And yeah, it's my favorite time of the year.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then Chloe, what intercession classes are you taking right now?
Right now, I'm taking an art class in the morning called Vision Processing, where we kind of just get to create our own projects. And then for the afternoon, I'm taking an internship called Women's Coaching Alliance. And basically, as an intern there, we're just helping them take their business global. Yeah.
That is so cool. I love that you get the opportunity to have that hands-on experience while in high school with that internship. That's super cool. So just seeing the way that the students are interacting in the classes, it seems pretty clear that you guys have a pretty unique teaching and learning style. So what would you say that is, that Design Tech?
Yeah, our teaching and learning style is based on the belief that all students can achieve. They just might need different things at different times in order to reach that achievement. And so we use a competency-based learning system to deliver our academic programs.
So I'm here now with Natalie, she's a freshman here, and Donovan, he's a sophomore. So Natalie, it's your first year here at Design Tech. Can you tell me what you like about the school so far?
I really love flex time, how you get time to do something new, something else than classes. You get to choose what you want to do. There's many different options, and it's just fun.
That's awesome. What do you usually like to do during your flex time?
I usually go to Upper DRG. There's a lot of different things you can do. There's a lot of different materials. You can go from drawing to making something out of felt. You can 3D print things, which I love. I love to just explore where you can search and you can 3D print almost anything.
And then Donovan, are there any clubs or after-school activities here that you've been involved in?
Yes, I'm involved with the robotics team, Team 5940. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And tell me more about that. Like, are there competitions? What does that look like for you guys?
Yeah, so last year we won 6th place in the world. We won our division at the World Championship against about 400 other teams.
That is crazy. You said in the world.
Yes.
You guys got 6th place.
Yeah.
That is incredible. So what are all the different roles that you can have in the robotic club? Is it just strictly building, or what can you do?
Yeah, so making a robot is a lot more than just building. We also have the media team, which promotes the robot and team. We have the business team, which acquires the money we actually need to build the robot. And then we have a logistics team, which is used to get us and the robot to the competitions and where we need to be.
That's super awesome. What's your role?
I'm actually involved in multiple of the sub-teams. I help build the robot as well as fundraise for it.
That is super awesome. So today we've been exploring Design Tech Oracle, which is a beautiful campus, but I'm really curious to know about your new campus upcoming in Rancho Cordova. Can you tell me a little bit about that campus and the community that you'll be serving?
Sure. Yeah, we're going to open our second campus in Rancho Cordova, which is part of the Folsom Cordova Unified School District. And we're super excited to be in this community. They've been so inviting and welcoming to us. As I've met different families and students in the area, they're really excited about a school option that fosters creativity and leadership and innovation. And the businesses that I've spoken to are really excited about engaging in both our design lab and our intercession programs.
That's super awesome. And you know, this school here in San Francisco is so unique. It's going to be so awesome for those students in the Rancho Cordova area to have that opportunity as well.
It is, and one of the things that's really unique about our school is that we partner with the community to build that learning experience that is relevant to the community where we're at. So the more we get to know Rancho Cordova, the more excited I am about what students will be able to do in the community in the future.
That's awesome, and I'm sure the community is just as excited for you guys to be there as well. So for families who might be interested in attending Design Tech, where can they find more information?
Yeah, they can find more information at our website. We're offering information sessions and meetups, and we post all of those details on our website. Families can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
That's awesome. And you can also find more information about Design Tech on Scola.com. Thank you so much for having us today, Wendy.
Of course.
Lights out.
And we'll see you guys at the next school.
What the
We lost the lights. And that's a wrap at Design Tech High School. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys at the next school.